Okay, we've got some more Mikaela gameplay here in Dead by Daylight. Spawn in on Midwich. I believe this map and Wrecker's Yard are two of the smallest maps in the game. So killers, most killers definitely do have a advantage on these maps. Though this one is littered with breakable walls and pallets. Oh, it's a demo. And it looks like either Ada or Steve may be running wiretap. Probably Ada, since it is her perk. It's an okay perk, except when I think he just kicked the gen, so it's gone. Yeah, he's above me. Nice having Bond to where I can see what's going on and to be able to figure out where the killer is. So it looks like he's running Jolt. And Scourge Hook. So I saw recently, once again I'm going to say take this with a grain of salt, but apparently there are more leaks now concerning the new chapter, and the killer is receiving some buffs to her base kit. Honestly, I don't think they should be buffing her at all. They should be completely scrapping her and coming up with a better killer to begin with. Okay, I don't know why he ignored us. Surely he must have seen us, right? I don't know. But yeah, they shouldn't be buffing her. They should be completely trashing her. She's unoriginal, uninspired, boring. Her power is garbage. All it does is provide her with information. She can't capitalize on that information because she's a basic M1 killer, so it seems to me they're putting everything into this new game of theirs, Meet Your Maker, and this game is becoming like an afterthought for them. It's not good. I don't really see Meet Your Maker taking off the way this game has. I think I've seen this put forth before in the community, and I agree with it. I think behavior, what happened is they have a accidental hit with this game, and it really took off, and they got a bunch of licensed killers, and that really drew in a lot more people. I do not see that happening at all with Meet Your Maker. I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, when you think about it, in a game like this, I mean, who wouldn't want to play as Michael Myers? Or who wouldn't want to play as Demo? I know they're weaker killers, but still, it's like just the... what's the word I'm looking for? The ability to play as them is unique enough as to where it encourages people to want to get, to buy these killers and be able to play as them. And because usually when you play video games, and if it's licensed video games, you're always going against the villain who's like the big bad, like Myers or like Demo, or just in any of the Resident Evil games. You're always going against Wesker or Nemesis. You never actually get to play as them. I think that's one of the unique aspects of Dead by Daylight is you get to play as these iconic characters that you normally couldn't. I think that's one of the major draws of this game. It's what gets people to buy the DLCs and to play. If they're counting on something like that with Meet Your Maker, that's not going to happen. That game is... honestly, that game doesn't even look that interesting. It's like you build a base and then people have to assault your base to get an objective they need. And yeah, you can make it extremely difficult for them to do so, but eventually they will succeed in defeating your base. So what's the point? I mean, after enough tries, they will know where the traps are and how to deal with them. So eventually it's just a losing game for anyone who builds a base. What's the point of it? I don't understand it. I think more video game companies should have it where, like for instance, in Resident Evil, I was watching some Resident Evil 5 gameplay. I was saying to myself, why can't I play as Wesker and try to stop the heroes? I think more companies need to have it to where you can play as both the villain and the hero. I think that would dramatically extend the life of certain games and make it much more interesting all around, where you can play the game from a different perspective. Because what mainly turns me off to games, especially games like Resident Evil, is that you're forced to play as the heroes. And it's not even a choice of which hero you get to play as most of the times. You're locked into one role, one character, and it's so boring. So that would be my vision for games like Resident Evil, other games where it's an adventure game. It's not necessarily PvP, but you get to play as the opposing side to have a different gaming experience. I mean, obviously they should have it to where you can play as the hero if you want. That's fine. But also have it where you can play as the villain. I think that would be a very dynamic game and very worthwhile game to play. Well, this is surprising. This demo's not doing too well on this map. He's got 2 people on Death Hook. But we've got 1 gen, and this gen is almost done. Honestly, though, killer's never been easier, according to some people. I don't know where they get that idea. Okay, I don't know why he didn't hook the Steve. He could have had an easy out there. I don't know what this demo's doing. I mean, another hook for me doesn't really matter. You could have had someone out. Why'd you just leave them there? Yeah, that was a mistake by this demo. He should have gotten that Steve out. There was no point in just leaving him on the ground. I don't know whether he thought he might have DS or whether he's just playing nice, but killers, you should not be playing nice at this point in the game. The survivors do not need any more handouts. Developers give survivors enough handouts as it is. There's no reason to play nice. Okay. I was willing to move over if you want to get on this gen, but yeah. All right. Yeah, it's too late now. I mean, yeah, you got the Steve, but you should have gotten him earlier. Should have gotten him out earlier. He might have had a chance, but now the game's pretty much over. Oh, damn. Oh. I screwed that up massively. Oh. Okay, I don't think it matters. Damn. That was a horrible play on my part. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, he loses because I don't know, for some reason he just left Steve on the ground, decided to try to hook me. I mean, you're not going to if you have a survivor on death hook and you leave them on the ground, just get picked up. That's not going to help you. I mean, yeah, you got me off a gen, but you should have gotten him out much earlier. You may have been able to get a draw if you had.